back to another video. This is part 2, and I got some pieces bent at work because we have an actual hydraulic brake, and came out nice. Got these tabs cleaned up and all ready to go, and I actually had to open this out. I had my friend open this out, and it actually fits on the actual tube because I made the tolerances a little too tight, but now that's good, so that can go through, and then basically these caps will get welded on, and that is the idea of that. 4 corner gussets here and here, and then weld this tube to the frame with those corner gussets, which I think should be good enough. I got a box of hardware and heim joints to do the parallel 4-link and the Watts link, so I got enough heims, bolts, and stuff like that, so good stuff there. And then I am still resourcing on some DOM tubing, either 1.5 inch with 0.25 wall, which I think is kind of too thick in my opinion and overkill. So I am trying to decide if I want to do 1.25 inch with a 120 wall, which I think would be good enough for this application. I mean, without further ado, let's get this C-notch welded on, as well as these inner and outer pieces and the other side to go there. Can start laying out these brackets, have the heim joints in between this bracket, and weld these onto the pipe, and we can just do that. So without further ado, let's get to it. So this is kind of the ideal I'm going for, but it's just going to be 2 inch. It's going to be a little bit more than 2 inch. I think it's going to be 2 3/8. So the other side is going to butt up to it, and it's going to have a nice little corner to weld. There's going to be a 4-inch channel frame or rectangle tubing frame that's just going to slide in, and that'll get welded the outside, bottom, and on the inside. And that'll get welded in. So now let's get the inside knocked out and just tacked into place, and then we'll move to the passenger side and take care of it. Let's get the other side done. Gently touch my skin. Let you wink. It always makes my day. It always makes my day. Touch my skin. I let you wink. It always makes my day. 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 C-notch in place and all tacked together. Measured it, it is 32 and 3/4 width throughout the whole thing. So it is truly square to the frame, as far as I know. I used this guy and a straight edge and put it on each side of the C-notch, and it was good. And it lined up pretty well with the frame itself there and there. Got a little tack down there. That'll be boxed in at the bottom, and then I will continue this throughout the whole frame there. So next is to bolt these heim joints to these tabs and make sure everything fits in there, and then hopefully weld this to some box tubing. Let's get to it. Notches tacked in, not fully welded, because I gotta wait on some tubing to put support braces against each other, and then just fabbed up these 4-length bar tabs. I think they came out pretty good, and I just tacked them all there until I get it tacked on the truck, and obviously, you know, make it so that I can break this weld and fully weld this inside while it's off the truck. So just a random cut length that doesn't exceed this tire. So I will be able to cut these down to whatever I need once I get the actual DOM tubing and whatnot. But I think it all came out really good and whatnot. So let us get to fabbing up the DOM tubing when it comes. So let's do that. It'll actually be like a couple of days, maybe a week, but for you, it's right now. All right, we do got the 4-length bars in. We got the 4 35-inch length. I believe it's 1.25 inch, 1 inch inner diameter DOM tubing, and then we got 3 more over here as well in 35-inch. These will the 2 of them will be the inner frame rail strengthening bar piece, and then the 1 will be just cut in half for the watts link. So without further ado, let us get this thing welded together.